continuing from. This is Laura Thompson, your friendly, fabulous, feisty, fierce, and phenomenal CEO and creator of TAN TV, the African American Network. Well, we have a local feel with a global reach, and you're tuned into the coffee break. Y'all know what time it is. And so we have the distinct privilege of hanging out with Mr. Bennie Price. Mr. Price is the CEO of Big Mama's House, Big Mama's Safe House. You know, it's not the same as the movie, but it's close. It's Big Mama. Big Mama always takes care of the community. And so he has the Big Mama's Safe House, where he provides a roof over people's heads and resources and training and all of the things they need to develop great life skills. You know, they have meals and all that stuff, but he's going to tell you a little bit about it. How you doing, Bennie?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So before we get started with the interview, I want you to tell, you know, our audience a little bit about who Bennie Price is, what you do, why you do it, and all of that good stuff.
Okay, I'm Bennie Price. I'm the CEO of Big Mama Safe House. First of all, Big Mama Safe House that we have on 214 Blue Bonnet is a safe haven first. A safe haven for those who may be in danger of a threat, domestic violence, child abuse, also kidnapping, anything like that. That's the first thing we are. We want to be a safe haven, but safe haven is, for us, is defined more than just somebody being, you know, in a threatful situation, which means safe haven for us is like, we want to build confidence in the community, and where the community residents feel safe to come to Big Mama Safe House to get the resources that they need. You know, you might have some Spanish-speaking residents that, you know, aren't good at, you know, filling out applications, you know, so we will have, you know, Spanish-speaking volunteers that come in to help walk them through certain applications that they need to fill out. But because we're building confidence in the community feels safe to come to us for that kind of help, you know. Wow.
So tell me this. So it's Big Mama's Safe House. So why did you start this? I know that there's a need, and a lot of people see the need, but they don't really do anything about it. But you did. Why did you do that?
Well, God put it on my heart, you know, back in 2012, and gave me the vision for Big Mama Safe House. And anytime you say Big Mama, normally when it's always security. It's always love, you know, for the most part. And so Big Mamas came up from my late grandmother, Evelyn Price, you know, we called her Big Mama. And so we've always had security, always had love, you know, always had, you know, the word of God in the house, you know, we all had prayer. And she always did everything she possibly could to make sure that we had clothes on our back, a roof over our head, and food in our stomach.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny, you know, you would say something about Big Mama's house, but or Big Mama, because, you know, Big Mama always she didn't have a lot of money, but she was always producing stuff. We always ate, you know, we always had a roof over our head, you know, always had that discipline and everything. And I'm like, where is she getting, you know, where does she get the money to take care of all of us and all of the community and everything? So, you know, that's super awesome that you would, you know, dedicate your life and your purpose to, you know, your Big Mama. So that's pretty cool. So who do you target to come to Big Mama's Safe House, and how do they find out about it?
Okay, we're in the community. Before Big Mama Safe House came into existence, I was already in the community building, showing love in the community, feeding the community, you know, trying to stop the gun violence, trying to stop the gang wars, you know, trying to help people get jobs, trying to help people get housing. And so the relationship was already built. And so we're just building on that. And the people that we're targeting for the most part with this house on Blue Bonnet is District 2. But the vision is to have a Big Mama Safe House in every community that's affected by poverty, high unemployment, gangs, poor educational, poor education, so that's what Big Mama Safe House the vision is for. It's not just for this house, but it's for every community that's affected.
Wow. So what type of resources do you provide and services do you provide for people that come to you?
Okay. One resource we provide is the Emergency Housing Assistance Program, where if you're behind on your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, your cable bill, or you having problems going forth trying to pay the rent. And so we fill out an application for you. It's called EHAP, and they will pay that off for you.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
it's a great program, and they say they have lots of money, so we're trying to get as many people in as possible because this kind of support haven't been so, ever.
Wow. So is this support ongoing, or is this due to COVID, or a combination, or what?
Well, we know it's due to COVID, due to pandemic right now, and so everything is pandemic related right now. The reason why most people are struggling, most people are losing their jobs, most people have to spend more money because of the pandemic. And so this program is geared because of pandemic related issues, and there's no amount of debt that you can have that they won't pay.
Wow. So that's awesome, because people really need that type of support, and the comfort in knowing, and the peace of mind of knowing that they're going to have a roof over their head, because that's a big deal for just one individual, let alone families, that have kids or parents or grandparents that they have to take care of. So that's a super important initiative that you're doing. So with Big Mama Safe House, is that a place where people can come and stay to have a roof over their house, or what services do they receive?
As far as the living arrangements, we're an emergency resource center, saying
Okay.
like if it's emergency, we try to get you in 72 hours. We try to get you the resources that you need to be successful. So that's what we have a four-person bed capacity as we speak. And
Okay.
so we try, if you come in and you're saying like, hey, I don't have nowhere to stay, we say, well, we're coming in and we'll try to get you the resources you need to get you permanent housing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have, we're Gun Safety for Bear. We're one of the few organizations that give away gun locks and do gun prevention, gun violence prevention, gun safety. Also, we have on the second and fourth Thursday of each month, we have a program called The Next Level. Now, The Next Level, they comes in and they are workforce development and training for the youth and young adults. Say like you have a young adult and she has a child, but she wants to get a job, but she wants to get training. Well, they will pay for your babysitter, your child care while you get the training that you need.
Wow. So that's super, super awesome. I just wanted to say that you're tuned into the Coffee Break on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global region. We're here with the phenomenal Bennie Price, the CEO of Big Mama Safe House, and he's talking to us about all of the many resources that they have available, and how that Big Mama Safe House can help to jumpstart your life, all over again. Sometimes we have setbacks and things happen in life. And so Big Mama Safe House is available to get you rental assistance, to get you temporary housing for, a few days, and get you the training and the job training, and to help you find a job probably. So that is just absolutely commendable. So tell us more about your next level program.
So the next level, we're partnering with the next level, and they comes in 2 times a month, and they're really trying to reach the youth and young adults, because it seemed like they have been left behind. So they want to get the young youth in, get them the opportunity to get employment, get life skills, so they'll know the importance of having a job, having a career, and starting off early. Especially in District 2, it seemed like the youth get a late start, and then in education, as far as the job employment, is not promoted as big as in other communities, or they don't have the luxury of just focusing on education. We're going to have to get a job sooner than the rest of the districts. And so they coming in, they saying, well, they want to do their part and get these young kids educated about jobs, job training, and employment.
Okay. So how can people contact you if they're looking for a job? If they're, and still, how do people know about you if they need temporary housing? How do they find out about you?
First of all, we can be reached at 214 Blue Bunny Street, San Antonio, Texas, 78202. We also can be on Facebook.com, Big Mama Safe House. Also, we have an email. You can email us at bigmamasafehouse@gmail.com. And also you can reach me at 281-509-1397. That's 281-509-1397.
Wow. So if I need a place to stay and it's 2:00 in the morning, can I come to Big Mama's Safe House? Or?
Yes, you can come and you will be evaluated, because we have to say our capacity, and then also our volunteers. Will our volunteers be able to, process you in for that stay? But we're not turning no one away. We want to make sure we get you in the process, and so we can begin the process of seeing what resources that you need, because you might need the resources of staying somewhere else for a few days and not just here. But if you just need to stay here for a few days, this is the place for you.
Wow. So this is super, super awesome. We're tuned into the Coffee Break on TAN TV, the African American Network. Well, we have a local feel with the global region. If you're just tuning in, we're here with Mr. Bennie Price. He is the CEO of Big Mama Safe House. It is a safe haven and a transitional stop for individuals that need a place to stay in an emergency or crisis situation. And so tell me about the different incidences where people can come to get a safe place to stay for a few days.
Okay, the first thing I want to say is that the community that we live in a Black and a brown community. And so we have a Black and brown unity campaign that we're pushing, because we want the community that we look like be the community that get the services that they need. And, let's say somebody have a domestic violence, right? And they need to get away. Well, this is where they can get away at. But again, when they come here, our objective is to get the resources that they need permanently, because we're just emergency transitional. So if they have the courage, to step out and come here, then we're going to do everything that we can to get the resources that they need.
Wow. So let me ask you this: are you a registered 501c3? Are you a nonprofit?
I am a nonprofit, and we're currently waiting on our 501c3.
Okay. And so, how do you get your funding, and how can people help support the Big Mama Safe House?
The way we get our funding is by generous people giving generous donations. We have a GoFundMe, Big Mama Safe House GoFundMe. We also have a Cash App. Big Mama Safe House is our Cash App. Okay. Also, like I say, again, you can contact me at 281-509-1397, and I can give you the information if you want a bank transfer or something like that. And also, we will give you a contribution letter if you want one of those as well.
Wow. So I'm gonna ask Rose, if Rose Williams, if you're still watching, And I think she is, because she just put that you have over 7,000 resources available. So if you could put the Cash App information um, in the comment box so people can know how to donate. So you can do it with Cash App and what else?
Cash App
Benny?
and GoFundMe.
And GoFundMe. Okay, and then she said you're also in partnership with the Fund Peace.
Yes.
So
Yes.
tell us about that partnership.
The fun piece is what, well, the President Joe Biden had allocated some money for the gun violence prevention for the grassroots organizations that are out here fighting and trying to help the gun violence. And so the fun piece is trying to make sure that the money goes where it's supposed to go, meaning to the grassroots organizations that are on the front lines that is doing the work. But we can't do it by ourselves as far as getting the money. So the fund piece is putting together coalitions of organizations to make sure that we are educated and we know where the money is going. We have to try to ask our mayor to make sure that our mayor allocates this money where the president had approved for it to go.
Wow. So that is super exciting, and it's very, very important that money is distributed to where it's most needed. A lot of times, nonprofits don't grow as large as United Way, and
Yes.
United Way gets a lot of funds,
Yes.
and then those funds still don't funnel down to the areas where it needs to. And so, thank God for a president like Biden that had the foresight, and that took the initiative to create a fund for nonprofits like yourself to be able to sustain. And so, do you do like outreach events or anything in the community to let people know that your services are available?
Yes, one of our campaigns is we have a My Hood, My Voice Block Party for Peace.
Okay.
And that initiative, we want to go to every neighborhood, again, that's affected by high crime, gun violence, and build a relationship with the residents in the community. Build trust with them and saying, listen, we're here with you. We want our voice to be louder than the voice that's in the streets. And also we bring resources. We have University Health that also comes out and supports us. We also have Sakata that comes out. We have Bethel Prevention, Bethel Coalition. We have MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And also we have A+ academic resources. And also we're partners with Stand Up SA. And so when we have these events, we want to bring resources. So we don't just come out and have food, drink, dance. We want the community to be able to come, be able to grab a hold of something and put them in a better place going forward.
Wow. So this is good to know. Sometimes there's a lot of resources just right there at our fingertips, and people may not know about them. And so this is a great initiative, and I'm glad that we had an opportunity for you to come on and talk about Big Mama Safe House and what you're doing, in addition to just providing a safe haven, for a couple of days. You're not, like, some places will just turn you away and say, oh, well, you don't qualify, and we don't provide that service. But you all go out and match the situation and the person with that service. And so
yes, and that's so important because for me, we want to make sure that the people get what we say they're supposed to get. If we say we're here and we want to help you get housing, then if you come to us for housing, then we're going to do everything we can to get those resources for you. If you come here and say, well, I have a job, but I got a record, I just got out of prison or anything, something like that, we're saying, even with that, we're going to do our due diligence to get you hired by those who say they're not doing background checks. So we want to make sure that the resources that they say are available to the people get to the people.
Wow. So that's a rarity, and that's great. That you're doing that, and great that you're looking at uh, people that look like yourself. I think it's important. African Americans are, they're an extension of our family.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so, and so is the Brown community too. They're an extension of our family, and so we got to make sure that we take care of our own, and not expect that everybody else is supposed to take care of us. It starts at home, and home starts in the community. And so, so where are you from originally?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I was raised on the east side, mostly Wheelie Courts housing projects, but I'm from the east side. I'm from San Antonio. I don't know nothing else basically. In my younger years. Also, here at Big Mama Safe House, we have food distribution, and we have that twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays, where we feed at least 160 people a week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and again, it's the community that we live in looks like us. And so we want to, like you say, start at home. So we start with our neighbors first. We want to make sure that our neighbors aren't hungry. We want to make sure our neighbors have jobs, right? And then you want to expand out, keep expanding. So it's a very big that people understand that we live in a Black and brown community here in District 2. And so we have to make sure that we come together as a community, and take care of each other, because I think that's the only way we're going to really have success here in District 2.
And it can be done. It can be done. It's been done before, by, people that came before us, and it can definitely be done. So I'm super excited. This is my first time. Well, before you came on, this was my first time hearing about Big Mama Safe House, and and I like what you're doing. I like what I see. TAN TV would like to come by maybe and take a tour.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. It's always open.
And maybe do some type of live broadcast from there to kind of talk about it some more. So I'm super excited, and I'm so glad that you were able to stop by and talk to us for a few minutes. You are tuned into TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global region. We're here with the phenomenal Bennie Price. He's the CEO of Big Mama Safe House. Big Mama Safe House. Well, he got the concept Big Mama from his Big Mama, Evelyn. Is it Evelyn Price?
Evelyn Price.
Yes. And so all of us, or a lot of us, I won't say all of us, but a lot of us have a Big Mama. I know my mom's mother was our Big Mama, in our family. But my dad's mother, she was out of town, but my dad's mother was our Big Mama also. We didn't call her Big Mama, but she took care of the community and us. It was 6 of us, and she had other grandkids too. So we all, slept in the same bed in a little one bedroom, space, and she took care of us when my parents had to work. And so, thank God for the Big Mamas in the world.
You see how your spirit smiles and you have joy just saying Big Mama, because you know that Big Mama meant well, did well, and all the stories that you can possibly tell about Big Mama. And that's what we're trying to create here. We're trying to create that spirit to where when people say Big Mama Safe House, they smile. They come here and they know that they getting some help. They come here and they know that we love them. We come here and they know that they can trust us. So that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to create that kind of spirit, and we have the greatest teachers in our Big Mamas to do that.
And Big Mamas can cook too.
Yes.
Big Mama would cook, although we had to wait until she watched all of her stories before we could eat. But, Big Mama.
So that's why we make sure that we keep food here. So when somebody comes by and they say they're hungry, they will not leave hungry. Because that's one of the things that Big Mama, you was gonna leave Big Mama house hungry.
So boy, have you had something to eat? No, ma'am. Come on in here.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. I'm not hungry. Yeah, you are. Come on in
Yeah.
here. And Big Mama will make you eat. And so this is really, really good. So tell them again how people can get in touch with you and how they can donate.
You can get in touch with me through Facebook, Bennie Price, or Big Mama Safe House page. Also, you can get in touch with me through Cash App, Big Mama Safe House. You can get in touch with me through the GoFundMe, Big Mama Safe House. You can get in touch with me by 281-509-1397. That's 281-509-1397.
Wow. Well,
Or
thank you.
you can stop by at 2
Okay.
Blue Bonnet.
Right. Okay. So if you're watching and you know someone that needs help, and maybe you're not able to help them, or maybe their situation is such where you are not able to help them, send them to Mr. Bennie Price at Big Mama Safe House, and they'll put them on the right path. A lot of people are struggling with needing rental assistance. So if you need rental assistance, check with Mr. Bennie Price at Big Mama Safe House. And if you need work, they have partnerships with people like Next Level or Level Up. Is it Level Up?
Next Level.
Next Level.
Next Level.
That can help you to get job training and to help you find employment. So this man is just filled with resources. They help you develop life skills and help you actually apply those life skills and work skills.
And we also God first. We put God first and prayer. And so sometimes people feel like they can't help with donating $1. They can't help maybe with buying things for Big Mama Safe House. But there are two things that you can always do. Because if you're watching me now, you're probably watching me on one of these platforms. And so you can share this video. And number one, that's the second thing, but number one thing you can do is you can pray for us.
Mm-hmm.
You can pray for us. And so you don't have an excuse now of what you can do for Big Mama Safe House.
Wow. And prayer definitely does change things, but faith without work is dead. And so Benny's already doing the work for you. So all you have to do is come, and he needs help and support financially to continue to take care of people in the community. And so it's our social responsibility as a community and for those that are fortunate enough to be able to help. And if you can't get out there and roll up your sleeves, you can certainly, Cash App a small donation. They're not asking for any particular amount, but every dollar counts. And so
yes,
we are so grateful again for what you do and for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to us about Big Mama Safe House and all of the other initiatives and the resources that are available through your organization. So,
it's an honor to be here, and I feel like it's our duty to support the African American Network. With all the great things that you're doing. I've seen some interviews, and all I would say is that that's a great thing, because I remember for years and years and years we didn't have that, and now that we have a very powerful, positive source, I think that we should take advantage of it and we should support it 100%. So Big Mama Safe House supports the African American Network.
Well, thank you. And you can watch it for free. We have a promo. You can go to tan.tv. That's TAN with 2 A's. It stands for the African American Network. Click on watch for free. Put in your email address and your passcode and put in the discount code in all caps, watch free. And you'll be able to watch all of our content for free on TAN TV.
Make sure you share that.
Okay. And so, do you have any final words before we go?
We have a couple of upcoming events that we would like to the community to know about. One event is we have our back to school event where we've adopted Booker T. Washington Elementary School, and we're going to be giving out school supplies. We're going to be giving out 200 booster seats.
Wow.
And also we're going to have an immunization bus there, and they must go online or call to register. And the number to register for the immunizations is 210-358-7026. And that's the number for immunizations. That's 210-358-7026. Or you can go online at www.healthyexpress.com.
Wow.
And the second event we have coming up is we will support in the East Bar for the Juneteenth block party. We'll be out there giving out gun locks and resources to the community. So y'all come on out for that as well.
Wow. So they're just doing so many phenomenal things. And it has been a great, great conversation, a great pleasure to meet you and to hear all of the worthwhile things that you are doing and providing for the Eastside community. So this has been Laura Thompson. I've been here with Mr. Bennie Price, CEO for Big Mama Safe House. You've been tuned into TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. And we got to talk to you some more pretty soon, Mr. Price, because we really, really want to stay abreast and keep the audience abreast of what you're doing in our great community. So thank you so much.
Thank you.